Alright, so here I'm going to assume you have a working understanding of Extinction. If not, go back and watch my first video or the hundreds or thousands of other Extinction videos out on the internet. What I'm going to be going over here primarily is loadouts, because people mess this up and then they argue about it in the lobbies. People quit and back out, and you'll have that one guy in the lobby that wants everybody to load everything a certain way. And I've played literally thousands of matches on this, and I'm telling you, this stuff I'm about to tell you works. And this is the best I've seen it. It's the most efficient I've seen it. That's not to say that there aren't other ones that work, but this is the most efficient and best well-rounded that I've ever seen. Alright, so we'll start with the weapon specialist. Weapon specialist needs to work on explosives as far as his support. Strike package probably needs to be sentry guns. And then equalizer, he needs to either go with shield or grenade turret. But if he's going to go with sentry guns, he probably doesn't need to go with the grenade turret, honestly. As far as ranking him up in game with the skill points, he needs to build up to level 4 as soon as possible to get that sleight of hand ability. And then he needs to work on two things. And really the order depends on the team and what map you're playing. But he needs to work on getting his pistol up to level 4 so he can carry an extra primary weapon to help with the challenges. And then probably needs to start working on ammo and explosives after that. So as far as points go, the weapon specialist is probably the one that is going to need every single point that he can get as far as skill points go. Some of the other classes you can miss one or two here and there and it won't be that bad. But the weapon specialist will not be able to do the max damage that he needs to do without as many skill points as possible. Also, the weapon specialist his role should be providing ammo to the team. And that needs to be accepted, and understand that, hey, if you're going to come in and you're going to be a weapon specialist, then your primary role should be supplying out that ammo for everybody. That's just my personal opinion on the matter. Alright, so next let's go to tank. To play the tank, you need to understand what the role of a tank is supposed to be. And that's primarily absorbing damage for the rest of the group or drawing heat off of the rest of the group. So ammo depends on what everybody else decided to use. Support package, he needs to work on either armor or team boosters. To really supplement the tank, he needs to work on armor, and then that's going to help the rest of the team out as well. So strike package, I would suggest that the tank go with IMS. That's just me. He could probably go with the Vulture as well, but I'll get to why I think he should go to the IMS in a second. Equalizer, he needs to go with the shield. That's just going to really boost everything else that he's trying to do. When you max out your tank, you're double health and doing double melee damage. Max out your armor, I mean, you really have got like 3 or 4 times the amount of health that a regular player is going to have. So the reason I say IMS is the tank upgrade now with the through the armory and the teeth system, you can attract all of the cryptids to you. So once you activate that, if you can throw down an IMS, then you can pull pretty much all the heat off of everybody and get some pretty hefty duty kills there, you know, while they're coming after you to let everybody else reload, you know, and do whatever they need to do. So that would be my biggest suggestion on why you would want the IMS. You could probably do mortars as well on especially point of contact, but really not so much on Nightfall or Mayday. Alright, so next up is Engineer. Engineer is another class that's really fun to play, but you got to know what you're doing. So the engineer is primarily going to be the person that's taking care of the traps and throwing out boosters and things like that, because the engineer, when he's fully upgraded, he's going to have $2,000 extra that the rest of the group is not going to have. So that provides him with a little bit of opportunity that not everybody's going to have. So with that being said, and he's going to have an explosive boost as well, he really needs to make a decision, or the group needs to make a decision, whether they want him to run team boosters, which is going to, you know, speed up sleight of hand for everybody and drill repair and all of that good stuff, or explosives. He can do more damage with explosives, but if you have the weapon specialist already running explosives, then that's a no-brainer. The engineer needs to run team boosters. Strike package, he probably needs to do sentry guns because he'll be able to keep 2 sentry guns up pretty much all the time due to the amount of money he's going to be able to carry. You could argue that, yeah, he could run with a vulture as well because the vulture is more expensive, but it's really, I would suggest sentry guns. You probably need 2 people with sentry guns, but, why not? He could run vulture and it would probably be just as fine. As far as the equalizer package goes, I would go with either the grenade turret or the grenade launcher, and that would help him take advantage of his extra explosive capabilities. On top of that, let the engineer plant the drill and let the engineer get the traps. Alright, the drill has more health if the engineer plants it, and the traps last longer and do more damage if the engineer turns them on. Alright, last is the medic. This is the one I see people screw up so many times. Alright, first, obviously, select your medic. Number 2, as far as ammo goes, he can go with everybody else, that's fine. I would say go with team ammo on there. That way he doesn't need to be focused on maxing out any ammo anytime soon. The medic's primary goal should be max out his medic capability as soon as he can, and then go with feral instincts. And the reason I say that is the level 4 medic is unlimited health regeneration, like as far as distance goes. So anywhere on the map, if the medic is maxed out, your health is going to regenerate faster than normal. With feral instincts, that's going to boost your health regeneration also. Well, the other thing that the medic does is he can move faster as he ranks up his class, and feral instincts makes you move faster too. It does a lot more than just lets you see the outline of the aliens. So the medic really needs to be running with feral instincts. The equalizer is where it gets kind of interesting for a medic, because if you run with a shield, boom, that's going to help you, cover your back while you're reviving people, and just, it's a shield. Why wouldn't it help? The other thing is the medic can run with the grenade turret. Level 4 medic, or level 3 medic rather, sorry, he can ignore the scorpion gas cloud, so if he's on a turret, he can just sit there and keep blasting away with his grenades and really not take that much damage. As far as strike package goes, I would suggest that the medic run with the vulture or the IMS. That way if somebody does go down, he can throw the IMS out, revive the person, and you guys are away, and both of you aren't going to go down. The drone or the vulture, if you activate that, it may or may not kill the stuff closest to you first. So it's really up to you. But the whole goal of these loadouts is that they complement each other. They take advantage of your classes, little skills and stuff that you're going to get. You add some of the upgrades through the armory system. You're going to be unstoppable. The biggest thing is just deciding on ammo. What type of ammo are you going to use? Hopefully you're playing with a group of people that knows what they're doing and can really complement each other on that. And the biggest problem is people come into a match and they realize, oh man, I want to do armor. I've been in the matches where there's 3 people throwing out armor, and it's like, okay, why is there 3 people throwing out armor and we don't have any feral, we don't have any team boosters, there's nobody throwing out explosives, and it's just no point in having 3 people throw out armor, and then nobody's leveling it up, or the other situation where you got 3 people throwing out level 3 armor, and it's just constant armor the whole time, and it's like, okay, well, we're armored, but there's other things that we could be doing where we didn't have to use all of that armor in the first place. But that's just me, I guess. I don't know. Leave me a comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. If you got better ideas, I'd love to hear them. I'm open to suggestions on it, and appreciate you guys watching.